Hello and welcome to the new episode of Diademia Aftermath. This is episode 5 called Old Friends. Let's get started here shortly. I will do that so y'all can hear me, well, so I can hear y'all, and transition, and call it a...
Oh my god, thank you.
What?
Dude, you had that music so loud, it was blasting us here.
I
just muted his sound.
That's just rude. So in our last episode, our heroes were in Vagrant City. The Blood Wolf Queen arrived. They went to investigate, found out that, Rhodey found out that when she gets close to her old version of herself, she gets kind of like psychic backlash. So they decided to make a ill retreat. The next day they met up with their contacts to find out more information, and it turns out the Blood Wolf Queen is hiring them to kill probably the old Tales of Diademia crew. Aside from that, our Arya and Rhodey kind of went on a side mission where Arya was following after a kitty cat to try and get her to her owner, to which Rhodey did not like. However, they found out more about each other and got back to the dumpster fire and made their way to the Riviere Manor, where Joseph, I guess, is technically the owner of, because his father is dead. They slept there for the night, and we wake up here. Hopefully they are able to arrive at the church not too long from now and question Mei Li, as she might have more information about why the Blood Wolf Queen is going down the path that she currently is. There was also a bunch of other stuff, but that's the gist of it. You all awaken the next morning. Nothing really out of the ordinary. This here is the manor. It's the closest one I could find. And let's see. What are y'all gonna be up to?
Oh, you know, we're just living the dream. If the dream's a nightmare, that's what we're up to.
I think Arya is going to take a look at the flora around the grounds, kind of looking at the flowers and whatnot, as Arlo's kind of trailing after her.
Okay.
Making sure she stays out of trouble.
There's food. There we go. It's like there's gotta be food somewhere. What about the rest of yous?
Well, I was going to be out there meditating. Excuse me. I was going to be out there meditating. I guess she came upon me.
So as you're walking through the gardens and everything, Arya, you see that Rhodey is meditating off to herself.
Good morning, and she kind of realizes that she's in a meditative stance, and she's like, oh, and kind of leaves her alone. Not to interrupt.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Good morning. How did you sleep?
I slept okay. How about you?
I slept fine. This is a nice place. It's fairly large. I mean, it's almost, well, I like it better than the castle and the castle grounds. This is much more homey and livable.
Yeah, I agree. Have you seen the flowers on the ground?
They're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. I don't know who he has tending to the garden. I mean, I guess Coffee is probably doing that, or maybe someone that Coffee is controlling. I don't know how this works.
I don't know.
Lindy, what are you up to? I see as you are landing
Disappearing?
on the fountain.
Clearly, I'm disappearing. Let's see. Is there not a main study here?
You're familiar with how to control, like, Tailspire?
Yeah,
Okay, let's
trying to
see.
find it.
On the second level, there is the master bedroom. And not really, unless you would count the master bedroom as the study.
No, not really. Then I'm just gonna be in the. Oh, heyo, there's somebody in here.
Yeah, Joseph is making sure the breakfast is getting made properly.
I'm just walking in to get breakfast then.
Okay. Morning, Lindy. Did you sleep
Morning,
well?
Joe. As well as I can. What do we have? What's on the menu today?
Bacon, eggs, the usual. For some reason, the pantry is stocked. I'm not really questioning it, but I'm definitely preparing it all. This is much different than our first meal we had together, if you remember, if you recall, when you didn't say anything and stood there awkwardly while I made us all breakfast.
Yes, and what does that have to do with where we are now?
Because we're in the same house again, except now we're conversing with one another. We've grown, Alindy, that's what I'm trying to point out here.
If that's what you want to call it, then that's what we'll call it.
He goes and he sets the main courses of the meals at the front of the table. And then there's like plates set at each seat. Well, dig in. It's best not to let it get cold.
Well, Arya, would you like to go inside? We can grab some breakfast. I think I'm gonna head that way.
Sure. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
And she kind of follows Rhodey inside.
Okay. The manor itself is very elegant and decadent and oddly well kept. There's no like cobwebs or anything like that you would imagine from a mansion that's kind of just been sitting there for a bit. However, y'all have been here the whole night and to like this morning, and there's no sign of anyone in the mansion with you, so you imagine someone's coming every few days or whatnot to attend to the manor and make sure it's kept up to par. But you find the dining hall with not too much difficulty as you all sit down to enjoy your meal. Oh, you're muted, Brent.
This is delicious, Joseph. Did you make this, or did Coffee make this? Is she here?
I haven't seen Coffee. I'm not sure if she comes to the manor or not. And
Oh, okay. I thought she was living here with you.
It's complicated. We're developing our relationship. We've kind of only known each other. Like, I've only known her for about as long as I've known him, and he points over to Alindy. And you can see how well
me?
our brotherly bond is. So we're taking things...
Oh, I'm sure y'all's bond has grown much deeper.
Yes, well,
So Coffee's not here then?
not that I can see. Although the pantry was stocked, so there is definitely someone coming by, checking on the place.
Did you make this breakfast yourself?
Yes, I made this just from the supplies that were in the kitchen. But
Wow, this is amazing.
oh, it's nothing too special.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't expect anything, anything less. I mean, you've made a few meals on the dumpster fire, so I mean, this is good.
Besides, and he like leans over and looks at Arya. This is Arya's day off, so
Right. We said we're gonna make sure that she doesn't have to do anything today.
Arlo kind of like nods his wolfy head like in agreement, and Arya's just like,
But you guys did put me in charge of the kitchen stuff, and I really don't feel comfortable putting all that stuff on you guys.
Well, we're not even on the ship right now, so it's not like you have to worry about anything.
exactly.
I guess you're right.
she's still got like this look of like guilt on her face.
Joseph goes over and like pulls out the chair for Arya to sit down. You need to learn how to relax and go with the flow, Arya. Besides, it doesn't do you too well if you run yourself ragged, especially for this one. And he looks over at Lindy again as he's chomping down on food.
Yeah.
Yes, the manners are just on par with everything. I cannot. Everyone make a perception check.
Can't perceive anything through this bacon.
I'm rolling much better today than I was last night. 20.
23, boyo.
Oh,
13.
Nice. Y'all are awake.
Yeah, it's great right now until we get into some time where I need to roll good.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are able to see, like, outside the window that there is someone kind of hanging out by the grave sites.
Joseph?
Yes?
I think there's someone outside.
Outside?
She kind of nods.
Near the graveyard?
Alindy is not phased by this and is just eating.
These icons suck! Okay, well, the closest one.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Well, this is good. I mean, what are you talking about, Arya? What?
You don't see?
Well, I mean, I'm not paying attention. But okay.
Is there a character that you can put out there?
Yeah, I just put one out there. But it
All
might
right.
be,
Oh.
Alindy casts Misty Step and chokeholds this person and
Oh,
pistol to his face.
Here we go.
Here we go already.
Well-
Alindy's back, boys and girls. Shit's
guess-
about to get fucked up.
I guess I'm gonna run through the house and try. Oh, there's a window there? I think I may go through the window.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Well, hello
so
there.
There's a man standing there.
With
Dark red
Alindy's
hair
arm around
pulled
his
back,
neck.
As Alindy appears out of nowhere essentially and goes to try and chokehold this guy.
Lindy. Well, okay.
Are you?
You're called Captain.
Are you gonna let him attempt to try and chokehold you, or just
Well-
like try and dodge it there?
Why is it that every time my character is introduced, he's in immediate danger?
Because the captain.
Welcome to the dumpster fire.
Just
Well, I mean, he doesn't look. He's got a smile on his face. He's just reading gravestones, so he wouldn't do anything rash to anyone. So he would put up his hands defensively or something like that.
Okay. Make a.
If he was approaching with cruel intent, I guess.
No, he just randomly appeared. He just teleported to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a perception check, Elindi and Rhodey and this new guy.
21.
19.
Okay.
19 as well.
Y'all are able to see that the gravestone in question that he is standing in front of is one of no other than, words are hard, a Vladimir Riviere, and it shows like rest in peace, and the dates are kind of like
Rot
up
in
for debate.
pieces, boys.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, hello there, traveler. Is there anything I can do for you?
Okay, out of game. We didn't quite land on why I was here.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a history check for me.
Okay.
The
11.
plot holes.
Okay. So your memory is like roughly foggy. The last thing that you remember is Vladimir sending you off on a scout mission back at a reactor that y'all were scouting. And when you came back, everyone was dead and Vladimir was not present. You eventually made your way back to the manor, given some weeks in time. However, you have not come across anyone from your group back in the day. And when you arrived at the manor the previous night and came across the gravestones and saw that there is one for Vladimir, it kind of like start to put the pieces together as far as the fact that he might not be living anymore.
And whose manor is this?
The Riviere Manor initially belonged to Vladimir. However, after his death, it technically is willed over to Joseph, who you are also familiar with.
Okay.
Lindy, he might work here. Maybe you shouldn't be so on the attack immediately. Let's find out what he has to say before you. I mean, you don't even live here. Let's see what's going on before you try to take someone out.
I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Well, I get that, but
Now, no need to be harsh here. I'm just here to pay a visit to my good acquaintance, Joseph.
He
Well,
just
all right.
kinda lets loose on him, but keeps his pistol in his hand at his side. I'm like, all right, well, let's get Joseph, and we'll see. We'll sort all this out.
Sounds good, my friend.
Back in the dining area, Arya's like looking at Joseph like,
Did they really just...
I'm here to murder everybody.
oh no.
Arya, try not to worry too much. I'm sure Rhodey and our captain can keep things under control.
You make me want to like throw a bomb at this dude's feet.
He didn't even do anything.
I know, but just the way you said that, I'm like, I should just drop bomb and then walk. Open the grenade. Let go.
And campaign is over.
All right, we lead him inside.
Okay, I'll hit the die.
thank you.
Y'all make your way back in. Arya, you and Joseph and Arlo see as this new man comes in. He has like light leathers on. His hair's pulled back, red hair, dark red hair, kind of shaggy brush. Doesn't seem to be putting up a fight or anything, or feels like he's a prisoner. However, he is walking with the group as you all enter the dining hall vicinity. When Joseph sees him, he looks over and a bit of puzzle kind of like comes across his face. And how do you pronounce your guy's name, just so I'm not
Uriah.
Uriah. Okay, so it is. Uriah, is that you?
Why, Joseph, it's so good to see you again. Things have changed since I've last been here.
Yes.
Holsters pistol and goes back to eating bacon.
To be perfectly honest, I thought you were dead.
Joseph, you know this man?
Yes. How should I say? Uriah worked for my father. You know, back before he, yeah, well, it's neither here nor there. It is very good to see you, Uriah. What brings you to the manor? Have you been the one, tending to the grounds? And hearing upon this, no, you have not, but, you can answer it however you will.
As I would like to take credit for that, no, it was not me. It's a lovely place.
Yes, well, you are always welcome. Everyone, this is Uriah. Uriah, this is Arya, and he points, goes over Arlo, the dire wolf there. You've obviously met Captain Alendi, who is technically my half-brother, and this here is Rhodey.
Hi. We met briefly outside, and I hope there's no hard feelings.
Oh, none at all.
Arya is just keeping her mouth shut.
Brother, you look a bit tense. How are the eggs? Okay, no. Swallow, perhaps?
Oh, sorry. They're delicious.
Well,
I can see he didn't come from the side of the family with manners.
yes, must be his mother's side.
Well, she is an animal.
Wow.
Uriah doesn't know all that.
Well, technically, from what I understand, Joseph, she's also your mother.
Yes, technically she is. However, I have been taught to refrain from such vulgarities, especially in the presence of ladies.
Ooh, good for you.
As he shoves another mouthful of eggs.
Aren't you just a prim and proper manner?
So, Uriah obviously knows Vladimir's dead now.
Mhm.
Is he piecing together that possibly this is the crew that did that?
Maybe not. However,
How long ago was this? Or was it even long ago?
it would have been probably a month-ish. I imagine season 1 took place in a month's time, if I had to guess. But if anything, a month to 2 months back.
From your perspective, from our perspective, it was a year and 2 months ago.
Yeah. For this particular moment.
So, world history-wise, would it be out of character for me to ask what happened?
No. That'd be perfectly on.
So, Joseph, if you don't mind filling in a few gaps for me, I've been away for a while. What happened to Vladimir?
Roll a perception check.
19.
Okay. You notice, even though he doesn't say anything, that he looks directly at Alendi, the back of his head, before he looks over to you. My father is no longer with us, I'm afraid. He was killed, and I thought, with you being in his company, that you also were one of the ones that fell by his wayside. However, I guess that is the past now, and we have to move on.
Yes, we all must move forward. I'm afraid I'm afraid that all I know is to be under Vladimir's service, so I guess that brings me to you, Joseph.
Myself.
As next in line, maybe? Next in line?
I guess technically I am his first heir. However, you are by no means in any type of servitude towards myself. What dealings you had with my father, I guess, shall remain that way. You are, by all intents and purposes, a free man.
Oh, okay. Well, see you guys.
He just walks out.
Yeah, Lindy just kind of glances up and waves, and then goes back to eating its food. Man, this was a fast campaign. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Uriah, make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Can Lindy shoot him in the back?
Seeing if I have something for saving throws, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, never mind. Okay. 16.
Okay. As you're standing there kind of contemplating, you get a feeling that has been foreign to you in the past few weeks, we'll say. Ever since your last dealings with Vladimir. The Riviere bloodline kind of holds a lineage with you as far as your actions and things of that nature. So even though Joseph technically said that you're a free man, you still feel like inclined to serve their household and name for that reason. And the idea of you trying to think outside of that seems like almost foreign as far as like not normal for you.
AKA, you're stuck with us.
Yeah. Tries to walk out and his hand shakes at the door.
Just let me go! Well, if it's all the same to you, I know a strong family when I see one, and I would be honored to lend my service to you.
Well, I'm sure we all could use the welcome new face, if you will. We're actually here to try and go to the what's it called? The Church
Cathedral?
of Riviere to meet up with Mei Li. You know of Mei Li, Uriah. You are fortunate enough to not have had many conversations with her. However, because of how frequent she's in and out of the manor, when he speaks of Mei Li, it's not so much a new name for you.
When you say Mei Li, Lindy visibly tenses up.
Captain, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Arlo kind of snickers.
Arlo, do you want to be on this plate next?
Arlo just raises a brow.
I didn't think so.
And Arya's just like, Captain, please don't eat my brother.
Direwolf is a delicacy to some.
But Captain...
My, what a
All right.
charismatic bunch.
Captain, now, you got onto me just a couple of days ago about how it's not nice to be mean or be insensitive to Arya, and now you're teasing her about eating her brother.
I feel like
I'm not
we're in
teasing
an
her.
endless loop.
Of hypocrisy. Just goes back to eating.
Everyone make a perception check.
You and all these perception checks, dog. I'm gonna fail this one right here. Yep.
Ooh,
12.
nat 20.
That's
Nice.
18.
28.
You all hear footsteps. Well, not you, Lindy. Approaching, and the door kind of opens up again, and in walks a very familiar elf.
Oh no!
And she looks at you, Alindy, as you're like, cutting some of your bacon, not really paying attention.
Alendi turns to the window, runs, and dives out it. Can I do an acrobatics check?
No.
Shit! It's a 7.
You
I knew
go
it was
and you
gonna
try
fail
and,
when I needed it
quickly
most.
get up, but the chair's too far in, and you trip over it, and you just fall face plant prone by the table.
Captain, are you all right? What is going on with you?
Captain, are you all right?
I tripped and fell. That's all.
And behind you, Arya, you see this young elf, blonde hair, pretty, looking inquisitively at this now full dining hall.
I am slowly crawling under the table. Hopefully nobody sees me.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh yes!
I mean, I'm helping him. I'm trying to help him up. There's no way I don't see him.
Well,
A 25, baby.
we'll say homegirl
I'm
doesn't see you yet.
I'm succeeding. I'm like brushing Rhodey off. Just leave me alone.
All right. Whatever. Okay.
Joseph? What, when did you get back? And, Joseph, looks over. Mei Li. We all were, looking for you. She kind of, looks very confused.
Arya looks at Mei Li, and then she's like,
Oh, is this the girl that the captain likes so much?
Captain?
Captain Alendi.
Alindy's here?
Well, and at this point, Rhodey's caught on to this little issue, and now she's just laughing and watching Arya, just totally,
Like whispering to
poor
Rhodey. Tell her,
clueless Arya.
tell her to stop. Tell her to shut up.
All young love.
Wait, where is he?
Oh, well, he was sitting there a moment ago.
Oh.
And I walk over and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Rhodey. I'm Rhodey Flamekissed, and I'm on the crew of the Dumpster Fire. And what is your name?"
My name's Mei Li, and is that a real name for a ship?
It just so happens that it is. I don't know the origins of the name, but it's a good ship, and I'm the first mate, and I think she's run very well by myself and the captain.
Dax, can I stealth check to crawl out the window that I'm by?
No.
No, you can't meta that.
You already failed your acrobatics. Whatchamacallit?
I know.
check.
Now I'm stealthy getting.
You're under the table, Alindy.
I crawled out. Help me.
Can you Misty crawl?
No, because I've already used Misty Step.
That's why we don't chokehold people we don't know, because we might actually need our special gifts.
I'm about to hurt everybody and thunder step the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh. Well, Why are y'all looking for me?
I don't think we. Well, okay. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. Ask
Isn't the
Joseph. Joseph, can you help us out here?
The captain has questions for you, Maylee, that you might be able to answer. And she's obviously very perplexed. You're saying Alindy has questions?
All right, Alindy, come out from under the damn table.
He gotta stand up and dust his pants off. Oh, well, hello. Hey there. Hi, Maylee.
There's my fork.
Did you find what you were looking for down there?
Yeah, yes. I found my knife. All
right.
It was way under there.
Good. Well, I'm glad you found it. Now, by the way, Maylee showed up.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I see that. Hi.
And look,
hey.
it's your favorite person.
Oh, I'm gonna stab you later. Okay.
Huh?
Yes. We have questions about.
She's looking at you very strangely. Alindy?
Yes.
Where's your mask?
Oh, that's a good question. Where is my mask? Kind of fumbles around in his hands or fumbles around with his pockets. I've seemed to misplaced it.
Wait, the captain used to wear a mask?
Yes, and he didn't talk. It made conversation very drawn out.
And Arya kind of like looks at the captain.
I don't think I could quite imagine him not talking.
Oh, I can.
Well, that was
And
a long time ago.
surprisingly enough, it's more annoying than, I guess, present state captain.
Oh, hello, Pot. I'm Kettle.
Why are you talking to the pot?
Never mind.
So, what question do you have for me?
We need some information on my mother. Weaknesses, friends, foes.
You want to know about Lady Mesme?
Yes.
But the
How many-
last time
wait,
you said
so
you didn't
wait,
want
who?
anything to do with her.
Yes. Well, there's been some things happen, and I need information.
She looks over at Rhodey. Lady Mesme, it's Alindy's mom.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. How many names does she have, by the way?
Apparently,
Joseph
like
visibly
100.
shrugs.
Evil witch, bitch, wolf bitch, lady, just a lot.
Meta, what name did I know her by?
Beatrix.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was trying to make sure it wasn't Lady Mesme, or that I didn't know her by Lady Mesme.
Oh, right.
What was she in this time? She was a I don't want to say she was like a god, but she was like a celestial being or something like that.
No. She was just
What
in
was
charge of bringing back the Honorborn, and
Oh.
y'all said fuck off, and then it kind of like, put a monkey wrench in all the plans.
Monkey wrench.
Mm-hmm. Who would have known they brought back a bad batch? Bad
my
batch of
fault.
apples. Awkward silence.
I've already asked the question. She hasn't
What's the
answered.
question?
It wasn't really a question. It was just we needed information.
Okay, well, spit it out.
I've already said we need information on her. Friends, foes, where she's currently at.
I think what the captain means is anything you can, tell us about her?
Well, I've already told them about her. Alindi and Orgy and Coffee and Mio and all the rest. When they were at the church last, I told you Lady Mesme went missing.
And you have no
Okay.
information on where she could possibly be.
I mean, no, not really. She was acting kind of strangely before the disappearance, but
Strangely, how?
she was more or less upset that you all were responsible for Vladimir's death.
Ah, quite understandable. Even though that was a massive misunderstanding.
Everyone's just like looking at the camera.
We're all like staring at.
I don't know if you saw, but Meili just said that Alindi and everyone was responsible for Vladimir's death there, Uriah.
Oh, nice.
By the way, Uriah, Rhodey and Arya and Arlo didn't join Alindi's crew until just about a month ago, or a little less than a month ago.
But he doesn't know that. And then they don't know that he doesn't know they know. So play it as you
Okay.
will.
Okay. So, by the way, Mr. Uriah, Rhodey, here, we just joined the crew of the Dumpster Fire. So he had a previous crew that was murdered, and we've kind of, well, they weren't murdered. Well, in a sense, maybe it was an indirect murder. It was an attack, but we kind of we joined the crew. It's a long story, and I'd rather not get into the fine details, but we're on a pretty long mission. It's going to take us about a year. We're hoping to prevent some huge tragedy, but we just joined the crew about 2 weeks ago. So take that for what you will.
Arya's
So
just
the-
blinking in so much confusion.
Yes.
The events that were just described, they didn't involve Rhodey, Arya, and Arlo. That's what I'm getting at.
Or myself, Joseph points
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Joseph, I don't think would have killed his own father. Anyway, all right. That's all I
Wow,
had to
okay,
say.
I'm the bad guy here. In my defense,
I'm only
since I'm
stating
on trial,
facts. I know no one's putting you on trial, Captain. I just wanted to make clear the situation so that he's in full understanding.
Well, then who did kill Vladimir?
one of my old crewmates named Orgy. We went to go investigate an iridium mine, and we were attacked by Vladimir's lackeys, and it ended up not going very well.
Oh.
Lindy, I don't think that's how it went.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So you're saying they attacked you first?
Yep.
Are you willing
Gentlemen,
to
it was all
swear it?
Orgy's fault.
Yeah, I swear.
Melee cast Zone of Truth. Okay, Lindy. What exactly happened that day?
We went into the cave, they attacked, and we fought back.
No.
We may have thrown the first punch.
Did you ask questions?
May
Did you notice that Vladimir was there?
Not at first, no.
Well, when did you?
After we killed most everybody.
It was an offensive, defensive punch.
Did you explain?
The best
to
defense is
him-
throwing the first punch and having the best offense.
But why would you throw the?
Regardless of how Vladimir died, I'm sure he knew the risks. He was a very powerful man.
Uri is right. I'm sure if Helindi was more tactful, the whole situation would have went differently.
And as though I was his servant in a way, I hold no ill feeling towards you for taking his life.
Well, I'm glad. Thank goodness, because I'd hate for there to be a problem.
Arya's
As
just
would I.
sitting in her seat awkwardly, like, okay.
I mean, that makes one of us.
So there's an issue, Joseph?
The Zone of Truth is still going on. I'm not necessarily ecstatic of the fact that you killed my father. It'd be no different than if I killed someone that you knew very well.
Oh, could you kill my mother for me then, and we'll be even?
No, I'm...
Ah, well, tit for tat, I was hoping. Eye for an eye. I'm more than happy to give you one of my parents.
You still have both of your parents, right, Lindy?
As far
Good
as I know, I
question.
only have my mother.
To the DM here.
Mm-hmm.
Does my ring of mind shielding counter that spell?
Let's see.
It says determine whether I'm lying. Different things like that.
More or less, yes.
Is this a form of being charmed?
No, it's just a
Oh.
spell. It's a form of telling the truth.
Well, back to the matter at hand. Where was the last place you saw my mother?
At the chantry, at the church.
And you don't know where she went from there?
Well, no, I told you she was acting strangely, and then...
How long ago was this? Because we just saw her yesterday.
It's been quite a few weeks. Probably after the Triperian attack.
Well, I think she's hunting for us. And so we need to have, and like the captain said, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. We need to find out what we can about her recent whereabouts, where she's been, recently.
Well, if I remember correctly, she was gathering information about Alindi's crew.
Yes. Apparently, she's trying to find out information about us, actually.
Is there any particular reason why she would be doing that, Alindi?
Because she's trying to kill us.
It's like, why does it say he's trying to attack me?
Because he is.
Now, instead of lollygagging here, why don't we go to the church?
The
Did you
church
take
isn't
away my
safe.
rights to do anything?
Yeah.
You are rude.
The church isn't safe.
What do you mean it's not safe?
You know the thing that's not safe? Yeah, that's what the church is.
Well, land ho, Captain Obvious. I understand what not safe means. Who has the church?
What makes it not safe?
It's currently under Triperian guard.
Well, we can always remedy that.
I don't think you want to remedy that exactly.
Well, we need to investigate the church nonetheless.
What do you hope on finding there, Captain?
Anything. Anything that will lead us to my mother.
You honestly think there might be something there?
Possibly. That's
Captain,
where she was.
Are your boots going nuts?
No, I'm just floating. Thinking.
How are you floating?
My wingy boots.
That's what I said. Are your
Yes,
boots
but I'm
going
not-
nuts?
They're not going crazy. I'm just floating.
Okay. It's good to know.
This does not bode well for how many people are actually following this captain. I just think it might be a risk. There could potentially be backlash, and if you all get hurt and don't even find anything of importance, then
Well, give us as much information about the church as you can. And then maybe we could do a recon mission.
essentially, let's say a month or so ago, there was an attack on Riviere from the Triperian Empire. They more or less were at odds with other members that joined up with Alindi's old crew that were responsible for the death of the princess of Triperian. And since then, now the war has started, to which Triperian will burn anything in Uvain territory in order to find, essentially, Alindi's old crew.
So, are you saying the church has been burned down?
No, it's been taken under Triperian guard. There's many soldiers and others that are there currently that kind of prevent anyone from coming close to it. That's why I've been kind of taking care of things here, is because I don't really know where else to go.
Oh,
so-
so okay, go.
You're the one that's been taking care of things here?
Yes, when Vladimir was alive, I, offered as much assistance as I could, and I've always known, Joseph and the family, so it just seemed like the most logical decision.
I just want to tell you, you've done an amazing job with the flowers on the estate. They look so pretty.
Oh, you like the twilight lilies?
Mm-hmm.
They're very beautiful, especially during a full moon. And Joseph, grunts.
And Arya looks over. Joseph, are you all right?
Oh, yes. Clear my throat, sorry.
Okay. Well, then I'll definitely have to see them during a full moon sometime.
Oh, Aurea, that might not be necessary. After all, it's just a flower.
But they're so pretty.
Yeah, Joseph, they're so pretty. Why won't you let her see them?
He just, glances at you.
Has a smug smirk on his face.
What are these flowers?
They're just twilight flowers, but the key thing is, they kind of, glisten radiantly during full moons. However, the odds of Joseph ever seeing a full moon in proper stance is pretty low.
Joseph glistens in the moon at midnight too, during a full moon too.
That's not true at all.
Really? Joseph, is that true?
He's lying, Melee. Or he's lying, Arya.
Oh.
No, Joseph doesn't glisten. He's covered in fur.
Arya kind of looks at you all puzzled.
I think the two of you might be able to communicate on full moon nights. Maybe he's a little more savage than you, though.
I
I
don't quite
thought we had talked about
follow.
this. We've got to find some way to restrain Joseph on full moon nights because he's not quite himself. He grows a lot of fur, some large fangs, long
Arya
snout.
looks absolutely terrified now.
Does Uriah know this about Joseph?
Yeah, he would know
Okay.
that Joseph is a werewolf.
Uriah, do you happen to know of anything on the estate here that we might use to restrain Joseph on these full moon nights, or how did you used to deal with him? Really sorry to put you there on the spot there, Salty.
history-
There's a chamber, of course.
A chamber of secrets.
You better build that, DM. I just made it canon.
Nope, it's downstairs.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
already in there.
downstairs. We already know about it. Of course, there's gonna be
Oh.
a chamber in a mansion.
A dungeon. It's not a sex dungeon, but it's a dungeon nonetheless.
You don't know what they do down there.
Any dungeon.
There's
can be
a
sex
skeleton down
dungeon
there. If
you
you're
try
into
hard enough.
necrophilia, I'm gonna need you to get out of here.
Wow, that's the straw that broke the Alindi's back.
Yeah, you can't be having that. That's just gross.
All right,
Yeah,
what,
come here,
what,
skeleton.
what'd you say I'm rolling?
History check.
It's funny though. That was a good call there, Salty, because there's a chamber.
That's what I would do. Oh, we got raided. Nice.
13.
Welcome home.
Welcome. Yeah, you're familiar with the basement dealings and like the ritualistic stuff that used to go on underneath the manor, as well as that's probably where they kept Joseph. So if y'all go retrieve some of those shackles and things, you might be able to use them to assist with keeping him at bay.
Well, Joseph, if I do recall correctly, there is equipment and a chamber within this mansion, or manor.
Yes, that sounds pretty accurate.
I'd like to go down there and try to find any equipment that we could use to restrain him and somehow install some of this equipment onto the dumpster fire.
Okay.
Maybe we can just keep him in the dungeon all the time.
Perhaps we could use better phrasing. Instead of restraining, we could say protecting Joseph.
Oh, but
Well,
that would just be boring.
I don't think we're really protecting him. We're protecting us.
Well, it is a manner at how you look at it.
But he and I have already had discussions on this issue, and he's in full agreement that we need to find a way to restrain him. We do have a brig that's on the ship, but it's nowhere near strong enough to hold him. So we were looking for some silver manacles in the very least that we could chain into the brig and maybe even somehow install silver bars into the brig doors and whatnot.
You have quite the mind on you there, Rhodey.
Yes,
Madam
Try.
Rhodey.
I'm pretty sure she keeps us alive.
Can you show me to this chamber? I'd like to go take a look.
So
Is this
you all would know that Joseph, Lindy, and Uriah would know that and I guess Maylee would know that the underdwellings is in the kitchen as like a trapdoor.
Stacks, do you know where your own map is?
What do you mean?
It's
right
not in the
it's-
kitchen.
Yeah, it's in the dining room. It is
Yes, but on the old map, the trapdoor was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
yeah. This is a new map. Okay, regardless, we go downstairs.
Actually, before you get there, the locks are reinforced, much different than when y'all were there last.
So Melee's been tampering with shit.
Are they stronger or weaker?
They almost seem arcane as you look at them.
Ooh.
Melee, did you change the locks in the house?
The locks in the house?
No, the locks in space. Come on now.
No, I didn't change the locks in the house, Alindi.
Well, somebody's been here.
Why do you say that?
Because these aren't the original locks. We broke the locks.
And she comes over and she looks. Yep, those weren't there.
I literally just said that. Thank you.
You're welcome, I'm confirming. We all know how trustworthy you are, Captain.
Thank you for informing us, Melee.
Melee's about to catch a fucking bomb.
At this time, everyone roll for initiative.
No, Arya and Arlo are still in the dining room. She did not want to go into the dungeon.
It does.
Nat 20, baby.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Oh wait, wrong.
Natural 1.
Oh my god! Christ.
And you lose.
My god, what is with their fucking initiative?
I got a good initiative, so I get to die first.
Oh my gosh.
Who are we fighting?
We do not know. A lock, a magical lock, is what we're fighting.
You all watch, well, the ones that are in the kitchen. Actually, let's get some positioning done before.
Y'all watch Alendi die?
So we have Alindi in the kitchen, Melee in the kitchen.
Is Joseph still there?
Oh, I'm trying to move him. I didn't push shift first. Shit. Who else was going with him?
I mean, I was going.
I was.
Me, Rhodey, and
Uriah was
And
there.
the only ones in the, I guess, dining hall is Arlo and Arya. Oh, this is great. So you watch as this door here closes.
Arya kind of like turns.
Guys?
oh joy, this will be fun.
And off in this corner, Arya, 2 ghostly spirits manifest.
Me. All right.
You thought you were saying safe.
Yeah, you thought you were safe, and you fucked up.
And off in this corner, a harbinger appears.
And kills Melee.
And y'all can hear screaming coming from the dining room.
On Arya's turn. Let's see. I'm gonna write this down because what 20 or higher? Anybody over 20 or higher?
Yeah, I got 26.
Okay. 15 to 20. No one? 10 to 15.
11.
Oh my gosh, y'all are gonna die. 0 to 10.
Present.
Arya got 6. Arlo got 7.
I got 5. Well, 1, but that's what.
Hey, Mr. Judgy, can you turn down the battle music a little? Thank you.
You said you got 5, Uriah?
Yep.
Okay. So 26, 11, 7, 6, and 5. Okay. Did Alindy ever fight the Harbinger?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, you're about to find out today. So, top of the order, Alindy, you see behind Melee manifest this Harbinger.
Oh, heavens.
What do you want to do?
All right. Jesus. I want to push Melee into the Harbinger, and hopefully he'll take her as a sacrifice.
Oh my god!
Well, Melee, would you like me to talk to this person, or should I fight?
What are you talking about?
You should probably turn around.
She goes to like look over her shoulder. What are you doing in the meantime?
Well, does she have anything to say about the massive monster behind her?
Yeah, but you know, it's 6 seconds, so you can't really have like a long-winded conversation in 6 seconds.
I'm casting witch bolt,
Okay.
and it's gonna be 21 to hit,
That hits.
and oh shit, wrong one. My bad, my B. Wow, really? 12 damage.
Okay. So you watch as this wicked witch bolt manifests. This beam of crackling energy erupts from Alindy's hand as this blue arcane lash hits into this Harbinger. How much damage?
12 damage.
Is it lightning? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And Alindy, immediately after, you see a arcane similar bolt manifest from shadow and go to strike you as it casts Witch Bolt in retaliation. Does a 16 hit?
No, it does not hit.
Okay. So it just fizzles but past you, hitting the wall and fizzling out. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm moving way over here behind everybody to get ready. Oh, you bitch.
What?
I'm moving over here to draw a bow.
Okay. At around that time, you see another like ghostly presence come out of the wall to from your position, your left.
Oh, I can't fucking win.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
What? You have Bardic Inspiration now. Oh my god.
Oh shit, yeah, I do. Okay, my bad. I forgot that I'm not soloing it anymore against everybody.
It's Lindy that takes the longest. Even when he's not controlling
I'm gonna
like 20
cast
characters.
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Rhodey.
Okay. What are you saying?
Ooh.
Oh, Rhodey, I know that you can handle this, but here, have some inspiration. You
Well,
can do this. You're going to be great.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your confidence in me. This is new to me as well. So, okay.
And after that, next up, the enemies respond in kind. The Harbinger looks over at all of you, extending its finger arcanely towards Joseph and going for an attack, which nat 20, so let's go And you watch as this manifested claw comes out of mere shadow from behind Joseph and like claws him in the back, creating a very splattering effect as it sinks its nails into his flesh. He obviously screams out in pain. And then these wisps move closer
Oh my god.
and closer and closer. And all at the same time, they are going to try.
Don't let them
cast
possess you.
A what?
Cast a spell.
So on a Lindy does a 17 hit?
Well, my AC is 17, so
Yes, it does. Okay. Arya does a 19 hit,
Yes.
and Arlo does a 14 hit.
No.
Okay, so the one that misses is Arlo's. So you receive kind of this shadowy envelope around you, kind of like blocking your vision as this acidic and necrotic damage starts to settle in around you. And I need you both to make a Constitution save as you take 10 points of acid damage and 3 points of necrotic damage.
How much damage?
10 of
13
acid
total.
and 3 of necrotic, so 13 total.
And I got a 21 on my saving throw.
Okay.
I got 15.
Okay. For Arya, your cloud persists, and you can't see anything other than the darkness around you. Alindy, you're able to see through it and see this ghostly ghoul in front of you. So its effect didn't have on you as it would. That's the end of all their turns. Brody!
Brody looks at the giant. I don't know what this thing is. You called him a harbinger, but I have no clue what he is.
Yep, it looks like a shadowy, ghostly, skeleton type creature that just doesn't look very nice.
Well, I hope he's flammable. And I'm going to look at him and I'm saying, let's hope this works. And I hold out my hands and I cast Burning Hands and I shoot a flame. I go, flame on, and shoot a flame straight out at him. And he must make a dex save of 17.
Okay. Let's go. Them dice are rolling. That is a 8. Sorry. Math is hard.
So he does not make it. And that will be 3d6 of fire damage.
Okay.
That will be 11 fire damage. And
Also, immediately after you do that, you watch as similarly its hands like extend out to you, and this shadowy, fiery flame comes towards your direction, except it will hit Joseph, Rhodey, and Uriah. So all of you make a dex save.
Well, I hope y'all were ready for a TPK.
We find out real soon. Do not attack the Harbinger.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Coffee and them had to figure it out.
So I have evasion. That does something with dex saves.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. if you save, you take 3 damage. If you don't, you take 7. With evade, it halves it if you save. No,
If
it
you
halves it if
succeed-
you fail, and then if you succeed, you take none.
Okay, I rolled 22.
Okay, anyone that made it above 15 passes, because we're using Rudy's stats for it.
And this is fire damage.
Yes. And
Okay, so I take 3 because I'm resistant.
So everybody except for Uriah takes 3, and Uriah takes none. Anything else on your turn there, Rhodey?
I'm sorry, I had a child interruption. What was that?
I stopped you after your first attack. Were you going to do like a bonus action or anything?
I was actually, I was looking at bonus action, but I don't have one. Well,
Did you want to summon?
yes, I do. Thank you. I totally forgot. It's been so long. I want to summon my wildfire spirit Solis.
Okay, Solus is. I'll let you go.
Ooh, he's so bright.
Make it black.
Yes, and he is going to attack with his flame seed.
Okay. And who's he attacking?
He's going to attack the ghosty thing.
Okay, this guy over here.
So that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 1d6 plus 4 fire damage.
Okay.
So that's 8 fire damage to the ghosty thing.
8. Okay.
He's gonna do it from range. He can attack it from 60 feet. So, I'm gonna have him kind of in that corner.
Okay. Next up is Arlo in wolf form.
Does it look like this flames are doing any damage to the ghosty thing?
Yeah, for those it did. The
Okay.
flame seeds shoot out and kind of like explode on impact as it comes in contact with these wisps in the air, and definitely seems to react to the collateral. So,
Okay. Cool.
what would Arlo like to do?
Can he see his sister through the shadow that's surrounding her, or no?
He sees that this like cloud of shadow is like formed around her head, but he can still see her.
He's gonna try to drag her out.
Okay. Make a athletics or acrobatics check.
Do I use the stats for the direwolf or Arlo himself?
It should be Arlo himself. However, if you're gonna attack, it'll be more direwolf attacks. Which we call it.
Nat 20, 22.
Okay, and then have Arya make a free, what was it? Con save?
An 11.
So as he pulls Arya with him, the cloud kind of like stays around her head.
You
as
motherfucker.
She's freaking the fuck out.
My
Anything
God.
else that he wants to do?
I don't know. I don't think, no. He doesn't have any bonus actions as a wolf. Yeah, I think that's gonna end his turn.
Okay. Straight up after, it's Arya. At the top of your turn, make another con save to see if you can get out of this.
17.
Okay. Yep. Arya like rapidly blinks a bit. It's kind of like that fear that sets in and like feel like you can't breathe, and everything's around you about to attack, and she just like quickly inhales a bunch and opens her eyes, and the fade of it starts to like dissipate, and she can see again. Proceed to attack as you will.
Ara's gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
I'm assuming these things are dead. Let me see. Okay, so she's gonna ask the ghost in front of her.
Why are you attacking us?
Make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 18.
Lucky.
You hear as this voice unfamiliar to you and in a language that you do not know speaks to you in abyssal, and it's and the thought of it just like frightens you to death because you don't know what it's saying.
Poor sweet me!
And you only take half of this, so half of 13, so you take 6 psychic damage as it's like trying to corrupt your mind from speaking with it.
Oh, that's fun.
Anything else on your turn, dear?
Oh. Let me see.
Also, Arlo like pulled you away a little, so you're not in melee range of this guy.
Okay. Nope. That's. Actually, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Arlo.
Okay, so Arlo gets a d6 that you can use for any ability check, saving throw, or attack roll. Finally, Uriah is up.
This
Actually,
is,
DM, it's a D10.
Oh, you have a d10 for Bardic?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Since we're level 10.
General D&D knowledge, but do weapons hurt wisps?
If they're magical.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so Uriah is gonna see all this going down and then pull out 2 swords from his side and like have this wicked grin on his face, but then like kind of notice the enemies, and then his grin just turns into frustration. And then he just goes for the closest enemy, which I think is that wisp.
Yeah.
Okay, so on D&D Beyond it says my damage, it has like 2 options. I don't know what that means. One's gray and one's not.
Okay, so for most of those weapons, they serve as versatile. Versatile pretty much means if you are holding it with 2 hands, like if you hold a longsword with 2 hands, you're doing more damage with it because you can pull more force with your swing.
Okay, sweet. So for my action, I will attack with the life stealing.
Okay.
Only got a 10.
You're not inspired either, are you? Okay, 10 misses.
And then I'll swing with my second for the bonus.
Okay.
And get a 23.
That hits.
And this is long sword of wounding.
Okay.
I do 4 damage, but then what does it do? Okay, at the start of its next turn, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time I've wounded it.
Okay.
So once.
Keep it.
After it takes the damage, it can take a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, ending the effect.
Okay. And how much damage was that on the?
I think it was like 4.
Okay.
Oh, where'd it go? Yeah, 4.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing you used your bonus for the 2-weapon fighting?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the end for your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, NPC rounds. Our melee is going to look over her shoulder, see that it's a harbinger, and disengage and run over by Joseph. And Joseph getting attacked by that shadow claw. Is going to look over at Rhodey. Avoid the harbinger the best you can.
That's good to know. Thank you. I wish I would have known it a few minutes ago, or well, I guess that was only like 15 seconds ago.
This is true. And he is going to try and attack that wisp over there with. Do I have range for Joseph? Oh, of course I do. I'm a magician. He is going to use a firebolt and shoot it at that wisp. And let's see if it hits. Okay, and I'll just roll damage after. Still not really counting damage, but 17 more damage. Sweet. Trying to think, did anyone get hit? Okay, sweet. Back at the top, Alindi.
All right. I'm gonna try and back away closer to the heart.
Well, you are in melee range of this thing, so if you disengage, you'll use your action, and you won't take damage. But if you just leave, it'll get an opportunity attack.
I'm just gonna leave because I need to keep my witch bolt active.
Okay. Also, is Witch Bolt concentration?
Give me a sec. Yeah.
Okay, roll a d20, and you have to get 10 or higher to maintain concentration on that Witch Bolt, because you took the fire damage from the burning hands.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh no!
Why'd you roll there? Oh my gosh. So
Because it was cool.
Yep, it was so cool that your Witch Bolt just dropped. So you don't have Witch Bolt, so does that change how you want to maneuver now?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the wisp in front of me with witch bolt then.
Okay, you'll be at disadvantage because you are within melee range for a ranged attack.
No, it doesn't give me a minimum or a maximum.
No, it's a spell. So the way spells work and the way ranged attacks work is if you're right up on somebody, it's at disadvantage because you're hitting them with a distance thing. Like.
All right, does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, then it doesn't matter. 36 damage.
Okay. You hear in your mind, what is your verdict, Alindi?
Death!
Oh gosh.
Kill it! Kill it
my
with fire!
God!
So you watch as this this wisp energy like explodes from the electrical damage from the witch's bolt.
Holy! Oh wow, that was close.
And the darkness around it gets sucked into your body, and I need you to make a con save.
God. Damn it. 20!
Okay. You don't feel anything from it.
Great, that doesn't mean anything.
Anything else for your bonus action or anything?
I don't think so. I don't think I really have much. I can cast Bardic Inspiration again, right?
Yeah, on a different target.
On what is it, Uriah? Is that his name? Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on him.
Also, don't waste any of your spells or anything on NPCs because I'm not even like tracking their stuff. Just for FYI.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't do it on melee. I'm hoping she dies, but I could care less.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Next up is them. So the Harbinger is going to do the same thing, point a finger at Lindy this time, and goes to attack. What? Why does my D20 keep like relocating itself? Oh, because I took it out completely. Okay. Does a 18 hit?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You take 16 points of slashing shadowy damage from behind you as these like necrotic shadowy fingers come out of nowhere and
Hellish
attack you
Rebuke,
from
baby.
behind. Okay. Is that a save or just?
I think it's a save. It is a dex save.
13.
Nope, he did not save.
Okay. Someone
31 damage.
doesn't learn his lesson. Someone doesn't learn his lesson. 31. Okay, as soon as that happens, you feel a backlash of energy, a point, and I need you to make a dex save.
22.
Okay, so you take half of this. 3 fire damage erupts and hits you. Is that all?
Yep, and my turn ends.
Okay. So it was his first attack. Next up is these last two wispies.
Wispy boys.
Wispy boys. So this one's gonna attack that, and that one's gonna attack that. So we're gonna do the same thing as we did the last time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Aria, I'm gonna need you to do something before you die.
Does a 15 hit Aria?
No.
And does a 17 hit Arlo?
Yes.
Okay. You take 10 points of acid damage and 5 points of necrotic, Arlo, and I need you to make a con save.
What was the total of damage?
15 total. But I have to tell you separate in case you have immunities. Then you have to have.
Okay, and then a con save, you said?
Yes.
That's a 19.
Okay, it tries the same thing, but it doesn't affect Arlo like it did Aria. And that is the end of its turns. Next up is Rhodey.
So, I'm gonna make a request, DM. Can I have my Celise go simultaneously with my turn? I know technically, mechanically, it goes after my turn, immediately after, but I'd like to try something in conjunction with that.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that door is locked since something shut it.
Mm-hmm.
And my flame seed is going to come over near, right in between, right there, and it's going to do its fiery teleportation, and it's going to bamf me and Uriah and Captain Alindi into the other room, and then I'm going to take my turn as Rhodey, and I'm going to do let's see, I'm going to just take my hand and hold it out, and I'm gonna all of a sudden a ball of fire is going to appear in my hand, and as I cast produce flame, and I'm gonna say, how about you have a quick I don't even know what to call it, but I'm going to throw it at you, and I'm going to throw it at that at that nearest. I thought I could come up with something witty, but it didn't come out. So hey, just how about some heat?
Okay.
And if you can't stand the kitchen or the heat, get out of the kitchen. So we're in the dining room. So here you go.
It worked.
There you go. That's what I was trying to come up with a minute ago. And that's going to be a plus 11 to hit. And so that's 21 to hit it.
Yep, that hits.
And please give me some damage. That'll be 9 points of fire damage to that one.
Okay.
And let's see what my bonus action is. I'm going to cast Healing Word at... Do you have the same rule as Chris?
What's that?
About the second level spell?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. At second level, I'm going to cast Healing Word at second level on Arya.
Okay.
Where are we at? That's 11 points of healing to Arya.
Thank you, Rhodey.
You're welcome. That's all I can do for you now. So let's. Hey guys, I think we need to take out these wisps, and then we can figure out where to go from here.
Next up is Arlo.
Arlo's gonna try to take a bite out of the wisp over here.
Okay.
Bite. It's 5, so 13 to hit.
That misses.
So Arlo goes to try to lunge at this wisp, and I'm assuming he just goes right through it.
Did you use your proficiency modifier from the Direwolf stats or Arlo's?
Direwolf.
Use Arlo's.
I think it's the same.
What's the plus to hit on the Direwolf?
It's a +5 to hit.
Okay. You have a +7 natural.
Where do you get that from, if you don't mind me asking?
So normally it would be +6, but it's magical, so it gets a +1. And since it's strength based, it's like a unarmed strike rather than a I don't know, short sword strike, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because y'all are dex built. So
I still miss.
+2 more instead of, because you got a 13, right?
Yeah.
But a 15 hits.
Oh, all right. Cool. All right. So I guess Arlo goes to attack this wisp. Lands a hit. What's the? It's a 2d6 + 3. So 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. That was good. Okay. Anything else on Arya's turn?
Nope.
Arya's turn.
What's she gonna do? Alright, she's gonna take out her magical rapier and she's gonna stab the ghost right there.
Okay.
Oh, that almost landed on a fucking 5. It's a 23 to hit.
Okay, hits.
6 piercing damage.
How do you want to do this? As a voice calls into you. What is your verdict, Arya?
Oh my God! Please show mercy.
Arya's got this look of horror on her face as she hears this voice in her head.
My verdict?
Yes, my dear. Do you wish this creature mercy or death?
She seems kind of conflicted. How's the creature looking at this point?
In this exact moment, as it's happening, everything around you is like frozen, including like Arya, and this is all like mind play at this moment.
Okay. She takes a deep breath.
Mercy.
As you wish. And the creature vanishes, and essentially Arya like strikes down at nothing as her rapier connects with air.
She kind of looks around, puzzled.
Where did it go?
Anything else for your turn?
Actually,
How are all of you feeling?
Free action reply.
I'm doing all right as of now.
I'm good, thank you.
As a lady calls up blood. I'm doing just fine.
Are you actually okay?
I'm joking. I don't really care what his HP is.
Oh my god.
I have a few scrapes and bumps and bruises.
Oh god.
Blood everywhere.
Oh gosh. How is there so much blood? Yeah.
That ends my turn then.
Okay. Next up is Uriah. You watch as this Arya goes to like finish off this wisp, and it just like vanishes in thin air. Oh, also you're sorry.
My bad. Can I sneak attack that one, or is that...
Yeah, because technically Arlo counts as one of your allies.
Sweet. So I'll just Naruto run behind that one and stab it.
Okay.
That sneak attack is just the damage, right?
Yeah, if you hit with any
Okay.
of your attacks. On your first one.
What did the Bardic Inspiration give me also?
Plus D10 to either hit an ability check or your saving throw, whichever one you need it for first.
Okay. Cool. Does a 13 hit?
That bardic inspiration, though.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
So it's weapon damage plus sneak attack. Is that correct?
Yes.
So 9 plus 19. Whatever that is. Math.
28.
Math is hard.
28.
Okay. In your mind, Uriah, you hear a voice speak out to you. Uriah, what is your verdict?
Death.
Oh my god.
And you all watch as it's Uriah slices into this creature. I need you to make a Constitution save.
No thanks.
He said no.
I'd like to pass, please.
3.
And this wisp vanishes and turns into like a shadowy form, and it goes directly into you. But nothing happens.
respect.
For
Next
now.
up is Alindy.
All right. Spell. What was it? Oh man, where'd it go? Maybe that's on the Dark Prince one. Never mind. Are we still? Is it still?
Character sheet?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong one.
Kill.
No, I had another teleportation.
Oh, ability. Oh yeah,
Ability.
The shock step thing, maybe. No, wait, you should.
No, it's not Thunderstep. I have Thunderstep, but it'll hurt everybody in the room. There was another one where.
Alindy's actually looking out for people's HP and well-being.
Yeah, I'm trying not to kill everybody. Are we still technically in battle? Like,
We're in the
We gotta
few
make it through
seconds,
this-
Yeah, until you make your choice.
what do you mean until I make my choice? I'm gonna run
are
to the
you
door
doing?
and
Huh?
I'm gonna run to the door and try and open it because there ain't nobody in here.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand.
Boyo,
Also-
you asked for the right thing. Damn it, 15.
Bardic inspiration.
Does he have bardic inspiration from?
I do have Bardic Inspiration. Well, no.
Well,
not-
Arya has bardic inspiration as well.
Well, she didn't give it to Alindy. She gave
yeah,
it to Uriah.
rude ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. But without much effort, you're able to open up to an empty kitchen. And on that note, combat is currently over.
What is the death mercy thing? Is that every kill?
Nope,
All
it's
the
just
wisps.
for important kills.
Okay. I remember that in the Secrets of Sage Mist, but I didn't know what it meant.
Get used to it, my boy.
Okay.
So yeah,
Not
Alindy,
that
you
my
open
character
the
would-
door,
Oh, sorry.
and the room's empty.
Oh, thank goodness. Mei Lee's gone.
Captain, what about Joseph? Wasn't he with you too?
Yes, he was. I don't know where he's gone.
And
Uh,
as
Search
you
the
look
house.
over to where the cellar area is. That whole area is like paved over, as if there wasn't a door there at all.
Like it just looks like a normal wall now.
Well, it looks like a normal trap. The trap door isn't there essentially.
To go downstairs.
Yeah.
Well, that's inconvenient. Let's see.
Interesting.
Arya's going to cast. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. She's gonna try to cast Sending.
Okay.
And she's going to try to see if she can get in contact with Joseph.
Okay.
Joseph, are you all right? Do you know where you are?
Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm under the 25 word
Just
limit.
like wing it, and like if it's over, we'll cut out the last part. But
Okay, that's basically it though.
okay. Couple of minutes go by and you don't get a response.
And Arya has visible panic on her face.
I'm not getting response back. Is Joseph gone?
I'm not sure, Arya.
Is Melee gone as well?
Yeah, she's gone as well.
And they disappeared whenever we killed the last ghost?
You're not sure at what point they disappeared, but as soon as Alindy opened the door back to the kitchen, they weren't in there.
Gosh, poor Joseph. And she's kind of like crying, worried for her friend's safety. Arlo kind of like squeezes by her, starts sniffing around.
Can Uriah investigate where the trapdoor used to be?
Yeah, y'all can make a investigation check throughout the rooms.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
18.
Okay.
Arya's too distraught.
I love it when I'm sitting there on a natural 20 and it flops over to a 2.
14.
Okay. Did you roll for Arlo?
I did. Arlo got a fucking... What'd he get? 6! Wow.
So collectively, it's kind of how the scene has unfolded. There's like faint sense of when Joseph and Arya were present, Arlo's able to determine. However, it doesn't like show like a trail outside the door or anything. And then again, overall, you've come to conclude that the cellar space is kind of like gone.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And do I see like anything that might be disguising where the trapdoor is? Like, is there a charm or a rune or something that's like the trapdoor is still there, it's just hidden?
Nope.
Is there any other magic that's showing up in the room?
Aside
Other
from
than-
like the items that y'all have on you that
Right.
are magical, nothing standing out of the ordinary that would like. But yeah, nothing magical aside from your items.
Okay.
I think Uriah what he would want to do next is kind of like jump into the shadows and start searching the house or
Okay.
manor.
Arlo currently is kind of like nuzzling his sister to try and comfort her as she's like having a full-blown panic attack now.
Okay.
What if Melee's gone and Joseph? What if? Oh gosh.
Rhodey, it'll be all right, Rhodey. We'll look for them. We'll find them.
Brody's like trying to
Did I say
So-
Rhodey?
Yeah.
Arya.
Yeah. I'm a little confused myself. Yeah, let's just look around the house. We'll see if we can find any sign of them.
Arya, make a intelligence save. Oh no, I'm not good at those.
13.
Oh.
Okay. As she's standing there in the midst of her panic, a voice the only which she can hear speaks to her in primordial.
Oh shit. Oh shit, she knows that language. Okay, well, what's it saying?
Arya, the time is going to come for you to make a sacrifice.
And she just has this look on her face, like her face has gone completely white. In her mind, she goes, "Sacrifice? What do you mean?
The
Who
time
are you?"
will come for you to make a sacrifice, and you alone must make the decision.
Who are you? What are you doing in my head?
And the voice kind of like fades out.
Arlo's kind of looking at his sister in quest, like he's kind of confused as to why she's just suddenly like white as a sheet.
More white than normal. Darn Eric Nazis.
I just realized the potentially possessed guy is now hiding in the mansion. Sorry, guys.
Oh god.
Arya then kind of like shakes out of it a little bit, looks and sees that her brother's kind of looking at her with concern.
I'm all right. It's nothing.
He kind of like raises a brow at her, but doesn't seem to push it.
Uriah, make a investigation check as you're perusing the streets or the different areas within the manor.
11.
Almost as it kind of was left, you aren't noticing anything out of place as far as what your investigations go, like any sign of like what's the word? Forced exit? Forced leave?
Okay. He would return back to everyone then if he didn't see anything.
Okay. So you all gather roughly back in the kitchen. Arlo making rounds. What would you like to do?
Do any of you know of someone who would use those kind of enemies to attack you?
Off the top of my head, I do not.
Well, other than your mother.
That wasn't a joke, right?
No, it wasn't.
Can the Blood Wolf Queen summon creatures like that?
I honestly don't think there's very much limit to her powers at this point.
Well, then what are we gonna do?
Well, a whole chamber can't have just disappeared, and it was locked magically, so surely there's some kind of connection. Would there be any other way into that place?
Not that you can think of offhand. Roll a Arcana check.
5.
Not that
19.
you can think of offhand. With the 19, Alindy, you might deduce that it could be on a separate plane, similar to how y'all plane shift. The whole essential area could just have shifted over to a different area.
Lindy, maybe we should ask whatever his name is, your little guide.
Itch.
Yeah, Captain?
Is there a separate plane nearby?
What do you mean?
Is there another plane that we can go to that people are in that are close by?
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
Well, some help you are.
Did you
What
know
is
if there's another
itch?
plane?
I don't know. Is that something within the realm of my powers?
Well, you're connected to your plane. But it's best not to switch over the plane things. If you start plane hopping, then your Shadowfell realm could be potentially in trouble.
But there's a way to do it.
Well,
Essentially, yes. If you
we don't want to
decide.
put any. We don't want to put you at jeopardy or your realm at jeopardy, but if we could just find out where they may have gone, maybe there's some sort of residue that Itch can pick up and find a trail of.
Does Uriah know of anything that they just talked about?
You haven't met Itch yet, so not really.
Or Shadowfell or plane hopping and all that?
No, that's all like. Actually, roll a Arcana history check, potentially.
I'll go with history. 19.
Okay, you know that, like, Vladimir did a lot of research with plane shifting and things of that nature. However, how they're connected is, like, their own thing.
Okay.
Mr. Uriah, do you know of any plane shifting capabilities that they used to use in this house?
Well, I only knew that they used to do research, but never made any real headway on it.
Do you know where they did this research? Is there an office with maybe
Absolutely. I don't know. To the library.
You know that they would have done the research in the area that y'all are trying to, like, get to. They did a lot of dastardly rituals in the basement of the manor.
And there's no other way to get and there's no other way to get to this this room other than that trap door that is now missing.
Roll a insight check, Uriah.
Arctic inspiration.
9.
Plus a
Real
D10.
Was a
Plus a
D10.
D10. No, stop. I don't know how to use D&D Beyond, so I'll just roll this one.
Okay.
14.
The only thing you can think of, it might have clues in, like, Vladimir's old study bedroom area.
See, I told you, to the library.
Let's go check.
Let's just move things up. Not that much. There we go. So y'all make it to his room without much effort. Roll a investigation check for those who.
Oh,
decide
room
to-
goals right there, though.
Right. Wolf. Oh no, I don't like wolf rugs. Or not wolf rugs, bear rugs. They're not my thing anymore.
22.
Okay.
20.
Okay. You're able to see that there is kind of like a journal book on the bookshelf.
This looks interesting.
As Rhodey takes it down, it seems to be various research on plane shifting and the ladder. However, it's written in. Pull up Vladimir's old character sheet. Ah!
Up.
It's written in Abyssal.
Oh, I got that.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I forgot I had that.
I've got infernal and primordial, but I don't have abyssal. And celestial.
Roll a quick history check there, Uriah, to see how much information you can glean from all these notes.
Dirty 20.
Okay. After like skimming through some of the pages, you are able to determine that Vladimir at some point bound the mansion to a plane lock area, and within this plane lock he was able to create that ritual area underneath the manor that you all kind of like are familiar with. There's a bunch of different arcane symbols and things of that nature, but essentially he bound the manor to a different realm or plane. However, from what you can glean, that lower basement-y area where they did all that research and rituals wasn't originally from where like this manor is from currently.
Oh, so it's not.
It's
It didn't
more or less
originate
like
from
he
this
brought
plane.
it here to do it rather than it always being a part of this place.
Okay.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. If he wanted to send away Joseph during the time of his change, he could put him in that room and then disconnect it from this plane of existence. And then there's no way he could escape.
Question: is Joseph wearing the ring?
He's wearing Coffee's ring.
Correct. Okay. I'm gonna cast locate object and try and locate that ring.
Okay. Make a Constitution save.
Oh my gosh, can it be charisma? Because, jeez.
No, because I want you to fail. Have you not been keeping up with the cliff notes?
Motherfucker, it's a 5.
Oh my god. So
Bardic
as you do
inspiration!
this, anyone that sees a Lindy watches as his eyes like gloss over, and if you were to open them, they're like void pits into space or time not present. It's kind of like when Star-Lord was possessed in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and his eyes just like, I can see everything. Anyways,
Listen at you making a pop culture reference. I'm so
I
proud
can
of
make
you.
total pop culture references when it's like Guardians of the Galaxy, but if it's anything else that like most people know. Anyways, side tangent. During this process, Alindi, you find yourself in your mind's eye, and you're surrounded by kind of like an ethereal pool, and behind you, Vladimir appears. Alindi, long time no see.
Well, hello there, Vladdy.
Yes. Why are you here,
Well, I'm looking for your son.
Joseph?
Yes, he was taken by some weird guy.
Weird guy. Can you describe a bit more?
Skeleton face, flames in hand, brought ghosty things.
A harbinger.
Yeah, that thing.
Yes. Why are you here?
Because the Harbinger took Joseph, so I tried to locate him using Coffee's ring, and here I am.
The ring that I gave Coffee.
Yes, one and the same.
Yes. That's a plane shift ring. It allows you to hop various planes of existence.
Okay, awesome. Now give me that power.
I'm
I'll take one of
dead,
those rings.
Alindi.
But are you really dead? Because you're right here, and you're talking to me, and I can see you and hear you, so power now.
The only reason I am here is because you have separation issues.
Wow.
Yes.
What a witty guy.
I like to think I was once upon a time.
Yeah, well, you're not anymore.
What is it you want?
I'd literally just explained that. I would like to find Joseph.
Yes, that's very fine and well. What am I supposed to do about it?
Give me the power to plane shift. It's that simple.
I can't give you power if I'm dead, Lindy. That's not how power works.
Well, all right, then this conversation's done. I'll see you later.
And you try to go back. You try to go to your Shadowfell realm. You try to go back to the regular realm. And you're just like stuck there in this ethereal pool. And you're looking around.
And I'm the one with separation issues who won't even let me go.
I'm not doing anything.
Clearly.
What did you do?
I literally just used locate object.
Yes. To
And it
locate
brought me
the
here.
ring?
Yes.
I thought you were looking for Joseph.
Joseph has the ring.
You are really bad at giving all the details there, Lindy.
Okay, here, let me explain. Coffee gave Joseph the ring that you gave to her, so he was taken, and now I'm locating the ring that is currently on his hand.
Well, you're not going to find it if it's in use. It's a plane shift ring. If you could just track down plane shift rings by locating them, there's certain precautions I've placed on the ring. Let me put it that way.
Great.
However, that
Okay,
doesn't explain
so-
why you're here.
Yeah, Dad, you're right. Why am I here?
Do you know where you are?
Nope.
This is the ethereal realm, Alindi. This is where people who die go.
Ooh.
Oh god.
So why are you here?
Well,
you
if
dead?
yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Will my spell kill me? Let me guess. You don't know, do you?
Uriah, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Why always Constitution? And
He
natural
loves that.
1. Natural
Nice.
1.
Alindi, you watch as Uriah appears in the space.
Oh, hey, dead guy. How are you?
you? This can't be good.
Uriah?
Master? What is
Oh,
going on here?
This
Look, a family reunion. We're all dead.
Did you too try to locate an object?
I do not believe so.
Have you done anything recent of question?
I was perusing your notes. And
That's
killed
not
him.
illegal, last I checked. I am dead after all.
Killed.
Oof. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
You killed.
I may have slayed a, what are they called? Wisps?
Yeah, spirit thing.
A phantom force in the manor. And showed it no mercy.
And he looks at Alindi.
I didn't do that.
So
Hey,
you didn't
name
kill
that.
any wisps.
Name
recently.
that pop culture reference.
I don't know.
Did I do that?
Oh gosh.
Urkel.
I may have accidentally killed one.
Alindi, lying, especially in the ethereal realm, really does not suit you. So you both
I can
killed
neither
a phantom
confirm nor
recently.
deny.
Master, you
Phantom
know I am
spirit.
not one to show mercy.
Yes, I have trained you better than that.
I didn't show you mercy, so why would I show him mercy?
You two, I have bad news.
We're dead.
Essentially, yes. But there may be help.
Do they have good food here?
You will find that you're not very hungry, Alindi.
Oh. Yeah, then I'm gonna need to go back.
Meanwhile, in the
I did not think
moments
I'd be serving you to death, Master.
that these two have kind of like transcended over to the ethereal plane, you watch as Alindi and Uriel's bodies go cold and they topple over. The book that Uriah had in his hand like falls to the ground next to him, and Alindi like falls, sure, why not, down the stairs of the manor. Death becomes
Do we hear this?
yeah, y'all see this.
Captain,
He is cold to the touch.
something's happened to the captain.
No love for the new stranger. That's fine.
Well, you were in the study, so maybe Rhodey would have been up there with you.
Ah.
He's like, no love for the stranger. I am
What?
dead.
Oh dear. What have you done, Uriah? I just met you, and now you're just collapsing, and you're cold. You feel like you're dead.
Oh God.
What in the hell have you done? What? And I pick up the book and I look at it. I try to figure out what he was looking at, and well, then I wonder. I hope that I don't read something that he just read that might have taken him and caused him to collapse. But I don't know. I don't know that he's
So
gone.
it more or less looks like chicken scratch to you. I mean, it looks like a different language. But...
Arya is trying so hard to cast Spare the Dying on the captain.
Captain, please, please don't die.
You watch as this greenish light erupts from your fingertips as the necrotic energy tries to resuscitate something that was there, but Spare the Dying doesn't spare anyone who doesn't have a soul.
God damn it! Am I losing my fucking soul again?
Your soul is in an ethereal. Have you been paying attention?
Back to the mask. Back to the mask. Y'all really.
And Arya is like bawling now.
Captain, please don't die. Captain.
And she's like,
Rhodey.
You can hear her pleas, Rhodey, from up the stairs. Well, she's at the bottom of the stairs because Alindi got to be extra when he dies. And hit
Arya.
every step on the way down.
Wow.
I just like the ragdoll physics of this whole thing.
Arya, I've got. What's going on, Arya?
The captain's dead.
And as you stand at the top of the stairs, Rhodey, you see Arya like knelt down by a very body dysfunctioned captain.
God damn it.
But
man.
he definitely looks like he's seen better days, and he definitely does look dead, even from the top of the stairs.
Oh my God.
Rhodey, what are we gonna
Itch.
do?
Itch, get here. Where are you, Itch?
You don't.
All I
hear
see is the study. Are you keeping it that way?
Yeah, because I don't want to
Okay.
like throw around freaking miniatures.
Can Itch hear me?
You don't hear a response back.
Fucking hell. I don't know how to get in touch with Itch, and I don't. Let me think about. Oh dear.
Arya's trying to cast Cure Wounds, she's trying to cast Spare the Dying, she's trying every healing spell she has in her arsenal to try to bring Alendi back, and she is just bawling tears.
You know
They're
that
dripping
scene
down her
in
face.
Pokemon where Pikachu's trying to bring back Ash? That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to pull out this little pouch of diamond dust that I have, and I'm going to sprinkle it on the captain's chest, and I'm going to put my hands on his chest, and I'm going to whisper some words, and I say, I just met you a few weeks ago, but we really need you to lead us through whatever the next year is going to entail.
Oh.
And cast Greater Restoration on him.
Okay.
Still dead.
Meanwhile, in the ethereal plane, you see as this energy starts to pool up around you, Alindi, the light in it seems fair and bright, as it nestles you, and you feel a connection. But you also feel a distancing.
Oh no, I've heard this story. I'm not walking towards the
I feel
light.
him. I feel him, and I try to send my thoughts and essence through the spell to try to reach to him, and I realize that he's not alive because I can feel something.
And as you like look down into this pool, Alindi, almost called you Moto. You see like over a bird's eye view above Rhodey and Arya by your side. Rhodey desperately trying to bring you back with this greater restoration, and your body, you know, as fucked up as it looks, not moving like a single inch.
Hey, look, it's me. Uriah, would you like to come with me?
Well, it seems I can't get much done here.
Yes, because he's not giving us any answers. He's completely useless, just like he was in the past.
Right.
Does Vlad have anything to say to that?
Come on, I can feel you. I can feel you.
And in your
Come
mind,
back.
Alindi, you hear, "What is your choice, Alindi?"
I'd like to live.
You see, the phantom spirits that you killed hold a grudge.
Oh, well, tell him to fuck off.
One of you must take the grudge. Will it be you, Alindi, or Uriah?
I
The
shove
Kyle
Uriah.
don't know.
I shove Uriah to the current realm that our bodies are in.
And as you attempt to do that, Alindi, you watch as your hand goes through Uriah, unable to touch and be in contact with him, and your visage vanishes in that moment, and you turn into beams of pure light and vanish completely from the ethereal plane.
What?
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
And moments later, you take a deep breath, waking back up in your body,
Stay.
untwisting your hands and trying to get back
Captain,
up.
are you right?
I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it, Arya. Just hold
And
me
so-
close.
So I see that he's okay, and I rush up the stairs, and I repeat the same process, and I pull out my last bag, my last pouch of diamond dust, and I sprinkle it on top of Uriah's chest, and I start, I start the process, and I start my chant, and I build up this energy, and I push it through his chest, and I cast greater restoration on him as well.
Arya, I see the light.
And
Don't go
similarly,
towards the
as
light!
Rhodey rushes up the stairs to get to Uriah, and she's performing the same ritual, you watch as instead of this white light consuming Uriah, this black corruption seeps out from his stomach, spilling out over his entire body, and these like aspral claws anchor him down in his spot, and you feel this push come up against you, Rhodey, and I need you to make a dexterity save.
$15.
Nice. You you feel like a bitter lash out at you as you're trying to restore Uriah, and it causes you to like let go of him for a second, and you watch as this dark energy continues to consume him, kind of like a cocoon of shadow, and then it all sucks back inside of him in a blink of an eye, and Uriah wakes back up.
Are you okay, Uriah, Mr. Uriah? How are you feeling?
I think I'm okay. Uriah will stand up,
Okay.
look at his body.
There was some darkness, some evil surrounding you, and it's inside of you. I saw it go inside of you. I didn't see the same thing with the captain. I just did the same thing with him, and whatever happened, you're still possessed by something.
Well, that doesn't sound too pleasant. We were with Vladimir after all.
Well, wait, what?
In the ethereal realm of the dead.
Okay. That's... How the hell did you get there?
It seems to be linked to some choices we made in combat.
What do you mean?
DM, would that be something I could tell? Like,
Yeah, you kind of have like an inkling that your actions in the fight previous may have been a contribution to the present day situation.
seems that my inability to show mercy led me there.
Oh. Were you given a choice to show mercy? I mean, we were fighting wisps. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Come with me.
Arya, tell my brother.
Arya!
I love him.
As he's like talking to Arya, she's just like, "Yes, Captain." You hear Rhodey at the top of the stairs call your name.
Rhodey?
I've got Uriah with me, and I have to ask you a question. Whenever you killed the wisp, when I saw you slay the wisp, what happened? Did you get a choice?
And she kind of like looks a bit shaken, recalling what happened with her with that. And she kind of like slowly nods.
I heard a voice, and it told me to make a choice. Mercy or death.
And what did you choose?
Mercy.
I don't even know why I asked that question. Of course you did. And apparently Uriah said he failed to show mercy. I'm assuming the same thing of our captain. And I think that's what happened. That's whatever choice they made. That's what happened. And unfortunately, I think Mr. Uriah is going to still be paying for it, because whatever the death surrounded him is still inside of him. And I'm going to have to commune with my God, and to determine if I can do something with greater restoration to try to, maybe use that to cleanse him. There's some alteration I make to the spell in order to cleanse him. Maybe I don't know anything more powerful than greater restoration to do something along those lines.
Arya, make a perception check at advantage.
20.
I can't hold on much longer.
You're kind of like ignoring Alindy in the back. As Rhodey is like expressing her plea, you look up as Uriah kind of comes into vision behind her, but you don't see Uriah. You see the ghastly vision of something in your worst horrors, because you alone haven't seen the Harbinger, but before you stands a Harbinger. And there's a giant scythe that hovers behind him, encased in crimson light. And his visage is shadow and shade and skull and bone. And when he stands next to Rhodey, you feel like this sense of dread that you've never felt before in your entire life. And you blink, scared, unable to move. And when your eyes open, Uriah is standing there. And that vision's gone. But only you saw it. Only you saw it, Arya.
She is... She's never
Arya.
been more scared.
Arya, what's wrong?
She is
What-
visibly shaking.
Arya looks whiter
Okay,
than a
Alendi
sheet.
jumps up. Alendi jumps up and draws his bow.
Why? He didn't see anything.
I know, but he sees that she's freaking out. He's still laying on the floor like he's dying.
And
all,
then
he
he just
sees, all he sees is Arya's face go from like sad panic to like sheer terror. So he like jumps up and draws his bow and aims upstairs like something's coming.
So Alindy points his gun at, you and Uriah, Rhodey, like he normally does. And Alindy, all you see is Rhodey and Uriah as you're looking up in the direction that Arya was looking. And
What's wrong?
Rhodey, you see like Alindy being Alindy.
Captain, what? Okay, I brought you back. Now what's going on? Why are you pointing a gun at me?
Arya, what's the problem?
She's so scared she can't talk.
He's just holding a bow on both of them.
Madam, what seems to be the issue?
DM, would Arya kind of like maybe put two and two together that maybe the Harbinger and our new companion are the same person?
Roll a Arcana check at advantage.
If he is, player didn't know.
Nat 20 with a +1,
Okay.
so 21.
That's kind of the inkling you're getting at, or getting from.
So she looks over at Uriah, like she's looking at him now, and she's like backing away from him now, like trying to get as far away from him as possible.
Okay. And Arya, you see this. You see Arya like visibly shaken as soon as she sees you. However, you don't have any memory of why this might be so. All you remember is being in the ethereal plane, and then the next thing you know, you're by Rhodey as she's expressing what she expressed earlier. So you kind of have an idea something might be up, but you're not exactly sure what at this moment.
Uriah's gonna look over to... Does he remember that Alindy was there as well?
Yeah, you remember, like, y'all were talking to Vladimir, and Lindy was being sarcastic, and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. He's gonna look over at him and, like, have, like, a quizzical look, like, and ask, is everything okay? To Alindy.
What did he ask?
If everything was alright, because he's, like,
What's
not sure
happening?
what's happening.
As of right now, Arya's freaking out, and it's clearly because of one of you two. So she knows something that I don't, And until we can figure this out, neither one of you are safe.
I see. Where are we again?
Y'all are at the top of the stairs of the Riviera Manor, just outside of Vladimir's study bedroom area.
Okay.
And I'm assuming Alendi and Arya are at the foot of the stairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Arya backing up.
Yep.
Do you think we could move this to a more comfortable location? Uriah wants to go sit down and think about what just happened. That's all.
Yes, let's take this to the dining hall. Slowly.
And Arya's kind of like positioned herself behind the captain.
Y'all make your way back to the dining hall, positioning yourselves around the room accordingly. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Well, Arlo's obviously doing Arlo things, but essentially, yeah, y'all make your way back.
And wherever gosh, I am so sorry. I keep forgetting your character's name.
Uriah?
Uriah.
Wherever Uriah's sitting, Arya's sitting as far away as possible.
Just put y'all on opposite ends of the table.
All right. We've got this. We just got to figure out where to go from here. We've got to figure out what Arya saw. We got to figure out or what's going on with Arya. We got to figure out what's going on with Uriah. I know that there's something in.
Wait,
I saw something.
What do you mean? What's up with him?
Okay, so when I revived the captain, you know, it was there was a white light. There was like an aura surrounding him, and I felt him come back into his body, right? And when I went to do the same thing to Uriah, I was able to feel him come back, but when he did, a black essence, a dark essence, a dark energy came out of him, and it tried to pull me in, and I jumped away. But when I jumped away, it surrounded him again and went back inside of him. So this is Uriah. I felt him come back, but there's something else there. Is that what you saw?
And she's trying not to cry, recollecting what she saw. But she kind of like takes a deep breath.
What I saw was something from my nightmares. I don't know what it was.
What did it look like?
Dark, shadowy, bones, a giant scythe.
And she's starting to shake again.
Alendi's gonna draw his Lucifer's sword and cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay.
This isn't good.
Where is it at? Alright, for the duration, you know, there is an apparition, celestial, elemental, fae, undead, within 30 feet as well. Their creature location. Simultaneously, you know, the place or object within 30 feet has been magically consecrated or desecrated. So, does the sword pick anything up?
You pull it out, activate it, and as you look over the room at each of them, first at Rhodey to check her, and draw it over towards, still standing like where you are, but drawing your vision over towards where Uriah is standing. You see as Uriah is standing there, but at his feet there are various wisps of spectral ghosts kind of like swirling around him and like lashing out and pulling back, almost as if there's like some dark presence in his exact vicinity.
Can I tell if it's like a curse or anything?
Roll a...
Would my ring mess that up? Just mechanically wise.
Essentially, from like your perspective, you don't feel any different.
Right. It just says it blocks magic like that.
Okay.
Thoughts, lying, alignment. But if it's not finding me, I don't know.
Essentially, it could be like a mixture of everything. Yeah, essentially, Alindy should recall that, Rhodey, but Alindy's stupid and he doesn't know how to remember anything he experiences.
Wait, hold on. What am I supposed to remember?
Read the chat in Zoom. But basically, to wrap it up, essentially, you should remember that the choices that you and Uriah made that brought you to the ethereal plane is like the reasoning behind it, and you know that like those Grim Reaper thingies or whatever had a grudge, and like one of you were going to have to pay for it.
Right.
And you attempted to like throw
I never
him.
said correct, but I tried taking the punishment for him. So
Yeah,
it's
you
not
tried,
making
and
sense.
then you vanished. So
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now with the with being able to tell if it's a curse or not.
but considering the thing that you're seeing, you can assume that he might have took the blunt of it.
Okay. He puts his sword away and then kind of looks over there and is like, "Well, I guess my offering wasn't good enough, Yuri."
What do you mean?
Well, while we were in the plane, we were given the option to choose one of us to take essentially we didn't show mercy, so the Spectrums didn't want to grant us mercy for us to come back. So one of us had to take the grudge of both of them, and I volunteered as tribute, and clearly that wasn't enough for them.
So is Uriah cursed?
It appears so.
Arya kind of looks over at Uriah, still kind of iffy on it. She's kind of like not very trusting of him right now.
Well, it wouldn't be my first time to deal with petty grudges.
I'm not sure where we go from here at this point. Trying to find Joseph obviously didn't go as well as we were hoping. Now one of us is cursed.
But
Just not sure.
We can't just leave him though, Captain.
Well, I can
Part of the
relay to
crew.
everyone what I read in the book before I got sucked into the ethereal plane.
Okay, so essentially, to plead his case, Uriah expresses that the realm was like shifted from its current plane to be plane locked in another like area, or like the basement realm was plane locked to the manor, and that lock more or less may have been dissipated due to the arrival of that thing.
So essentially we're locked out of the basement. That's fantastic.
Well, I don't think it's just that we're locked out of the basement. I think it's the basement's no longer there right now.
Everyone make a survival check.
Great.
So he's a good concluder.
Woo!
11.
21.
16.
I'm gonna roll my d8. 13.
Okay. You all watch as the shadows in the room start to grow, the lights in the room start to flicker out, and everything starts to get relatively dark. And the person next to you or across from you or wherever they are in position to you fades out. And you're not exactly sure where you are, but you're pretty sure you are not where you were.
Well, this sucks.
Can we hear each other?
No, you can hear yourself talk, but
Arya's gonna call out into the darkness.
Hello?
and for Arya, you hear a familiar voice. Arya, it is time for you to decide.
If she wasn't white now, she's really white now.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it. Tune in 2 weeks from now when we pick up this dumpster fire crew that's not catching a break, it seems. But yeah.
Because our DM is sick and twisted.
Did you put in the chat that Joseph's not part of the campaign anymore?
Sorry, what? You used your redeem points to try and bring him back, and I was like, that's not a thing. He's not even
You
an
literally
NPC
just
option.
stole. You literally just stole Joseph from the campaign.
Hey, there we go.
He got tired of he got tired of RPing another NPC.
We're just gonna swap him out with Melee. It's gonna be good.
Oh
No!
So so you did say it was a curse, right?
Yeah, essentially, yes. This
Okay.
thing that's over Uriah.
So I'll just cast the next time I get some diamond dust. I'm gonna cast, Greater Restoration again because it ends a curse.
You know, you shouldn't have said that out loud because now he knows and now he's gonna ruin it. You'll never get diamond dust
he
again.
already said it, and I've
I'm
got
sorry,
a diamond.
we're
I just
also
got
out
to
of
I
diamond
said
dust.
essentially, for all you know, it's a curse. That is my exact words.
No, you said
Replay
yes,
it.
that's what
Somebody
it
clip
is.
it.
You said that's what it is.
Clip that, chat. Clip
If
that.
not, go back and make sure I said what I said, so that I said the said.
Because all I got to do, because technically he said it was a curse 3 times during that stream. And
He's in the metagame and be like, well, I said it was a curse, but it's a curse that's unbreakable by diamond dust, so now you're screwed.
But Greater
like,
Restoration that's a spell component to the Greater Restoration. And it says it ends a curse, including the target's attunements cursed magic item. But this is a curse, and he said it 3 times during the
yeah,
stream.
but now that you've said that, he'll never give you diamond dust
And
again.
then,
What
and
is
then
this?
DM
Diamond dust?
said,
It evaporates. What?
and DM says overruled.
And isn't iridium one of those things that can be substituted for valuable spell components?
Not anymore, it's not, because you just said it.
Wow. Let's just metagame out all the options. We'll go.
Oh
with
my
iridium,
gosh.
We'll go with. But yes, everyone, come check us out next time. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be May.
All right. I have to go take my kid to basketball practice, so it's been fun, and I can't wait to find out what happens in 2 weeks.
It's gonna be May.
And we got 200 followers. Ooh, that means I gotta do something special. But yes,
Awesome.
thank you, everybody, and we will catch you all next time. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I still don't know who we're rating.
Okay. Just don't rate anybody. It's fun. It'll be okay. Okay, thanks, bye.
You have to rate. We'll do lawful stupid. I think that's how you spell it. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I thought you were writing my origin story there for me.
I'm just adding in the spice.
Yep.
The spicy bits.